Good morning, everybody. How's it going? All right. This video is starting out way different than any other video I've done. The reason is I needed to come up with a pig feeder that the pigs can get feed if I was to be gone for a couple of days and be able to get them their own, their feed. And I played around with several things. I built a wooden box. I built just different things trying to figure something out. And then I seen, I've got these barrels over here, and I just started imagining how can I get a feeder made for them. Well, then I started playing around. Well, it needs to be higher up if it's going to be gravity fed. And I just played around for like 3 days doing different things. This thing has been brainstorming me bad, trying to figure out how to make it work. And then I started thinking about that gray pipe. And then it kind of clicked in my head, and then I started building it. So it's going to take off from right now. All right, guys, I've got the drum here. I've got the hole drilled, and how I'm going to have this pipe come through. But also, when this pipe sticks through this way, I need to be able to mount it from the inside to hold the pipe. And this is what I've come up with. I heated this all up. I bent it out, okay? It's all bent, so it's already been pre-fit. It's really close. I had to rebend it several times to get it to where it fit the drum pretty close, but that's what I've got. This is actually would be the bottom. This will be right up in here from the inside. If you look, I've got a black line I've got drawn out right there. I got a line there. That means this is the top. So let me put this in here, and I'll show you what it looks like all together, and then I got to take screws. And I'm going to start screwing all this, put 4 screws in here. So let's get this in here. Got to push it in from the inside out. I just need to make sure that that's facing up. Alright, see if I can't tilt this up so you can see it better. I don't know if you guys can see that's in there. Okay, and right now it's a loose fit. I mean, it's not perfect right now. There you go. And as soon as I tighten it up, it'll push that closer together. But that's what we've got to do. So I'll be putting in drilling into those 4 notches, putting a nut and bolt, and pulling it tight to the drum. Okay, you've seen how the feeder sits on the bricks, how this lays in the feeder itself. Well, you know darn well, and I know, Sophie will grab this and pull it around and move it. Well, we have to do something to try to stop it. So for now, I'm going to try to makeshift a metal plate that will go around it like a horseshoe that I can bolt to the wood. Now I've got some of this. I also have some of that. And I'm really thinking I want to work with that first. It's pretty hard to bend. I don't have torches, but I think I can put it in a vise and bend it to have flanges, and then have it so it slips over, and then the flange go right along the bottom, and I can screw into that board. So she can't bite and crush into it. That she can't. Possibility she could with that. So I'm trying to avoid her from grabbing it, holding on to it, and then I can have that whole shaft bolted down solid, and then also I will have those 2 T-posts that'll go on each side of this that will secure it together. So right now I'm going to go ahead and try to finagle. I do have so many screws in here. They're in temporary. Well, they're in permanent, but they're loose. My big body can't get inside this drum. I got the nuts on them. They're locking nuts so they can't fall off. I'll have to wait for my wife to come in so that little lady can get inside the drum, and then I can tighten things down. So this will be tight. All right, guys, here you go. That took a lot of work. That's what it used to look like. And here we are now. Yeah, this side was a little bit bigger, but I left it that way just because I already made the bends. But I was able to keep making this bend in here. Now, of course, this piece will flip the other way because everything's upside down. I'm just pre-making it here in the garage. And I'll go ahead and put 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4. But once again, this stuff is like 1/8 inch It's not stainless, galvanized. This is what this was. And you can see. Here, let's just put it like that. You can see what it was, and that stuff doesn't bend. My hands are hurting. I mean, I can't even, you can't bend it here. So, there you go. You hear how solid that is? All right, that blue bucket that I'm making, the self-feeder that has that gray pipe in it, it's going to sit on top of here. Has the hole through the fence. It goes down there, and that plate that I made bolts down on top of that to make it secure. So the next thing I do is put the bucket back up here again, backwards for now, and figure out where my T-posts need to go. All right, guys, here you go. I need to go get one more strap. I'm going to take that strap, drop it down there, and take another one, put it up high. It's pretty solid already. And plus when you get some weight in here, it'll be even solid. You can't move it around. But there's the gray pipe and that little bracket I made. If I want to, I can adjust how much feed I want to stay in there. This is going to be gravity feed, so it will fall, the feed, hit under, can't see, it'll lay in there, and hopefully, I imagine the first couple of times that she tries to eat out of that, she'll eat as much as she can. But sooner or later, she's going to stop eating. So, and hopefully she does that, and this will give me a few days to go ahead and feed her whenever I disappear for a few days. We don't have to worry about having someone coming over to feed the pigs. Now, his will be a different story, how I'm going to do him. I don't know yet. It'll be something like this, but kind of the same. All right, guys. I didn't fill it up. I only put in 5 gallons of feed, which brings it into somewhere right there. So, now, I know the first time around she's going to gorge herself, eat everything that she can eat. So my goal is to see how much feed how long that 10 gallons is going to last me in there. It just pours right on down. Every time she eats a little bit out, it comes on down. So it's self-feeding. It's doing good. Let me show you in here. There you go. You can see just below that second rib is 10 gallons. This is supposed to be a 30-gallon tank. So we'll see what happens. This is a test. Last time my neighbor actually took care of the pigs, he kept overfeeding them, and there was a lot of feed left in this trough. So I'm thinking that she probably is going to eat the first time around a bunch, and then maybe after that, kind of understand, slow down. I think, if that makes sense. Which I don't think it makes sense. Anyway. There we go. She's eating. I have not messed with Sigs at all because I got to prove that this one's going to work. It's been about 10 minutes and she's been eating nonstop. I know she's probably eating, I'm going to guess maybe 6 to 8 pounds of feed. But she's slowing down a lot. She went over and got a drink of water a minute ago. And now you can see she's just hanging around. How did it go last night? Well, she ate until, I think whenever I did the picture, she was laying down, I believe. If not, I had come back out and she was laying down, sleeping. This morning, she ate and there was no more food in there. And what actually happened, which was the thing I said last night, that the food, all here where the hole is at, all the food that was in that area funneled down, but over here stayed this way. So I'm not too sure if this is going to be a failure because I don't know how much more food she's going to be eating during the day. But right now, I'm going to say that she ate almost a 5-gallon pail of food overnight or yesterday and this morning. Not sure if that's true, but I'm guessing because, I mean, I did move everything around now, but you remember it was the second ring is where the food was, and that's about, it was here, so right now the food's in this area. So I'm saying she may have eaten almost a 5-gallon pail. Now she's laying down, and this is normal for what she does. I just fed him manually. So I'm not too sure. I need to come up, I need to find a way. I mean, I like this setup, but I wish there's a way that a timer would go off and it would drop basically 3 pounds of feed and shut down, and find a way to be able to do that. I don't know. I do like this deal because it will allow us to do what we want to do. So anyway, I'll be back out here in about an hour and a half, and I'm going to see if she's eating any more food. Where'd you come from? Did you spend a night in there with her? Huh? Did you? You did? Okay. I just need to keep an eye and see what's going on. See how much feed, because she does not need to be eating all that food. I don't know if they can get them sick, but I do see people lay feed out 24 hours for their pigs and let them eat it. So I don't know. It's been a few days. She has slowed down eating. She's still working on the same. I guess it's the same 5 gallons that's in there, and it's getting lower. But she seems to be doing pretty good. I just think we're going to be okay. Now I need to go work on something for Sig. All right.